Welcome y'all to the Reality or Not podcast with your boy DJ Reality and your boy Brian Clancy from Nothing New Under the Sun. What's good, Brian?
Hold on one sec. You're gonna have to turn the levels down a little bit because it's like boom.
It's too loud.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
It was like, what's it all about?
Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. Welcome to the Reality or Not podcast with your boy DJ Reality and your boy Brian Clancy from Nothing New Under the Sun. What's good, Brian? How you doing?
Hey man, you know what it is. I'm excited to be here. I am blessed and impressed with the life God gave me. And man, it's a new year. We in the building, and it's an awesome time to be here, right? What about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Chilling like a villain, last name Macmillan. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling? So do you do New Year's resolutions? Is that a thing for you?
Yeah, but my New Year actually comes from my birthday. So like I mean, it's good to like have a first of the year thing or whatever for my business and stuff. But most of the time on my birthday, I do a whole audit of my year, man. Like I got like 5 indicators: health, financial, family. Dang, well, I can't remember them. So I kind of got some matrices on all of them. Mm-hmm. And the money is easier. Like I even got a feeling indicator. Like, do I feel more vibrant about the future or less? Like, and I kind of do little surveys like 3 times a year to see where I'm at. So most of the time it's on my birthday that I'm trying to do something. That I'm trying to set the tone for the next year.
So let me ask this question. I think that's pretty dope. So it's kind of a 2-part question. Do you teach your kids or your family this process? And then 2, why don't people consider these things like self-evaluating and figuring out? And I don't want to say everybody, but let me word that differently. Do you think that it's an issue with people just going with the flow rather than trying to understand how to either become better? What's the struggle? Do you think that people take the time to be able to evaluate those things?
I can say that it's difficult because like it's a whole process, right? I have to come up with my own matrix to kind of say what I want to measure and how I want to measure it, right? So it's very difficult for people to look at their life and try to quantitate it. And like I said, maybe I should share some of the stuff that I use or whatever. But the financial reporting is easier. But I think really I have not taught my kids to do it because like it's been a process that like I kind of been keeping to myself. Never really talked. Well, I talked to some people about it that asked me about it because like it's real personal. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know. Well, you don't have to explain. You don't have to explain what you're doing, but for them to have a process to understand how to self-evaluate and how to get better, because we get stuck into, or sometimes we get stuck into the going through the emotions where you're like, oh shit, damn, 5 years done passed, 10 years done passed. I haven't done any of these things that I want to do in life. What am I doing wrong? And then sometimes I feel we get frustrated, or at least I get frustrated. And I do have a process where I'll do things such as whiteboarding, or I'll write things down. And I hate writing, but I'll write. Like I showed you, I have a whiteboard that I'll write things down, and I'll sit up there and try to figure out how to get to the next step. And sometimes I feel people get lost in they want it right now versus slow motion is better than no motion type of mentality. I really feel like at least if you're trying to be able to build towards, or you're evaluating and you're like, well, I need to work on this, I need to do this, at least you're taking some form of steps to be doing the things that you want to do in life in general.
Yeah, and like I said, when I say it's hard, like to me, I look at failure every day and be like, "Yo, where did I go wrong?" Like I got a very simple, daily goal is to be better than I was yesterday, right? And then a lot of times you got to say, "How am I better?" And like, what
I'm
am
about
I
to say, how do
doing
you
better?
quantify that?
You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough one. Like, how do you say I did this better than I did yesterday? Because you know what? I'll say this. One thing that's great, of course, you can go through specific process and you be like, I was able to attain this, or I was able to learn from this to be able to attain the next great thing. So even looking at it from I wasn't able to accomplish this yet, but now I'm in a better position, or I have a better understanding of how to move to the next steps.
Oh man, so my day to day being better evaluations is simple, right? Did I learn something? Did I perform better, or did I grow? That's the simple measures for my day to day, right? And when I say grow, I say, hey, look, growing. Did I make decisions today that put me in a position that put me in a better position for tomorrow? That's some growth to me. And then like, because I'm gonna tell people to start small, because again, evaluating yourself, and like you can be as tough on yourself or as lenient on yourself as you want to, but evaluating yourself is different. And I don't want to apply my matrix to other people, because some people, like I say, like, so this year I am focusing on health and on the health of my body and my soul, right? And when I say that, people are like, yeah, yeah. So you gonna do more push-ups? So I got 100 push-up challenge that I'm working through.
Fuck them niggas.
Yeah, but I mean,
no, I'm just saying, like sometimes, and I hate to say that, but sometimes you have to be cautious of the people that's around you. And I mean, this goes from like, I mean, not fuck my mom type of shit, but I mean, my mom would say some shit, and I'm like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what? Like, as an example, I had the surgery, right?
yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to blow up, what I'm saying, as far as, my health and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm working within the doctor's instructions to be able to get back to to normalize my life, right? So, she's like, well, I think you're doing too much. I was like, what? I'm operating within the doctor's function, or within what the doctor is saying. So, but at the same time, I'm getting back to the level that I was at. I'm never going to lessen that. And I'm saying that as in, I'm an advocate. You said do small. I'm okay with that, but I really believe in doing the most. I really believe in doing the most. And then if I can't do that, that's a lesson learned to be able to scale back and be able to do the things, right? So say for instance, like with keto, right? Or say eating habits and stuff. So I'm a cold turkey type of person. So if I say, hey, I want to give this up, I'm going to give it up wholeheartedly. But I have my reasons behind it. So say for instance, if I'm trying to cut weight, or I'm trying to eat better and things like that, I'm like, I know what I'm doing wrong to not be doing the things that I want to do. So you're never going to hear me complain about, hey, I'm trying to lose 2 pounds. Hey, I'm trying to lose 5 pounds. I'm trying to lose 10 pounds. I just start to go and lose it. And I'm not going to say that that's everybody's method or strategy, but if I know that if I stop drinking, if I stop eating this, whatever, or if I stop doing these things, and I know that the results that I've gotten in the past, I'm going to target those things, even if I don't think I'm not going to set myself up to fail. But if I get to the point, I'm like, well, maybe I want to incorporate this back in my life, or maybe I want to start back doing this, then I'll do it. But if I know that I have a goal and I'm like, hey, look, I need to cut 5 pounds, or I need to cut 10 pounds by February, I'm going to do everything in my power starting in January, like, to lose it. I'm not going to get to January 26th, like, oh shit, I still got 10 pounds to lose. Okay. Like, I'm going to automatically start targeting it at an accelerated rate. And then when I hit that goal, I'm like, okay, cool. I was able to achieve it before, because I don't want to be in the last week drinking nothing but water and doing all of the crazy stuff.
I mean, being reactive because you had that much time
or whatever the fuck these like is out there and shit for the motherfuckers to take. Like, no, I'm just going to figure out my pace to be able to get to that 10 pounds. And even if I say 10 pounds, I'm going to target 12 to 15. And then if I let myself down, quote unquote, on the 12 to 15, I got to the 10 that I was already trying to achieve.
Okay. So you said a lot. And let me unpack this first of all, right? Mm-hmm. Your mom saying she think you're doing too much. Like, for one, that's why I ain't gonna say I try my best not to share what my goals are or what I'm doing, because for one, I'll be like, yo, that's a valid thought, but how you know what I'm doing, Ma? Like,
she doesn't know anything that I'm doing.
Exactly. So like what you saying, I'm
just going to the gym. I'm just going to do yoga. I'm doing all of the things, you know.
So what you saying don't make sense, Ma. What like, because you're not asking me, you're not asking me how I'm doing and what I'm doing. You telling me what you think, and that's fine. You can think what you can think what you want to think. But at the end of the day, I make the decisions on my body based on me, right? Can you respect that or not? If you can't, then if we can't, then let's not. Why are we talking about it?
Yeah, and that's what. And it's funny too. As we were having this conversation, I'm like, Mom, I'm not really asking for your advice, so I don't really need it. I'm doing okay. I'm following the doctor's orders. She's like, well, I was like, I don't care. Because you want me to be disrespectful at this point in time to tell you to shut the fuck up. But I'm like, no, I don't. I'm good. Like,
but Sean, I'm gonna just tell you like it is. Sometimes it's not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's something else going on in their life, and they kind of directing it at you. And like, I have to tell people all the time, it's like, yo, if you really want to start some stuff, like, you can start it with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, this conversation is over. Like, I was on the phone with my sister, right? I love my baby sister, Letitia, my dog, right? She was on her baby daddy. I'm going to Istanbul tomorrow, right? Now, her baby daddy was he got into a legal issue with his driver's license. He got pulled over asleep, right, in the parking lot, right? Now,
was he drinking?
Man, yeah, I think so.
No. I'm saying, because it depends on the law, but if the car was turned on, he
got an operating with licenses, with under the influence or whatever. But check this out, right? When she's telling me, when he started telling me the story, she cut him off, right? And then she was like, "Tell the whole story, nigga. Tell the whole story. Tell him how you was over there." And I was like, "Tish, why are you getting angry?" You know what I'm saying? Like, this is going about, like, don't tell me the story if you're gonna get upset about it. It's not that serious. I don't care. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could care less about what he's doing. I'm more or less trying to figure out how you can get out of the situation and make your situation better.
No. So again, when you told me that before, he's like, stop making other people's problems your problems.
Yep.
Ain't my problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a grown man. You'll figure it out. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But what I don't want to be a problem is y'all talking about it and it open up, like, when dudes talk, and like, if we talked about something that was between us a while ago, like it's over and done with. I ain't gonna get upset about it because it's over and done with, right? But if you gonna get mad, like, it brings up these hostile feelings, and so she started cussing them out, right? And I was like, you know what? I did not sign up for this. I appreciate you for calling me, but like, I'm gonna just talk to you later, because I don't want y'all. Why do I want to argue? Yeah. What? Brian was on the phone and we started arguing, and I was like, look, have a great day. Because here's the thing, I come in peace. Like, I don't, like, again, I'm not making nobody's problem my problem. And I think sometimes my family didn't that's a new directive in my life, right?
Yeah.
Look, your problems is your problems. Yeah. I'm not here to solve them. I don't even want to hear about it, because, like, if I start suggesting possible solutions, like, I get wrapped up into it. But this part right here is when a woman gets so emotional about something that she didn't heal from it. So now her talking about it is making her angry. And I'm like, yo, it's not that serious. So I hang up. I was like, okay, talk to you later. Bye. Right? She calls me back 2 minutes later. Now I hear my niece in the room. And I said, look, she's like, did you really just hang up? I said, yeah, Tish, I'm not trying to start no hostility in between y'all relationship for no reason. Like, this is not my goal in life, to be like y'all was cool before y'all called, and then she's like, that nigga over there kikiing, and like he hurt. I was like, look, it's over, it's done with, and then y'all doing it in front of the kids. Oh well, she wasn't here the whole time. She just came back in here. But I said, look at how you're talking to them in front of the kids. This is 2026, y'all. And if people think that the calendar year makes a lot of difference in their life, cool. So 2026, all I'm asking people to do is to not trip over shit that don't matter.
Hey, look, let me let me tell you a little trick. I mean, I guess it'll be out there now, but hang up intentionally and then call back and say, oh man, the phone must have disconnected or something. And then but try to have a different topic.
Nigga, I was done. I
do that. I was like, hold on, wait, something's not. Oh, hey, what's up? We must have got disconnected, but yeah, hey, I'm gonna have to call you back. I got to go run over here and do something that I'm not about to do on the phone. So I'll talk to you later. Exactly.
Like one of my favorite things is, man, let me go take care of this business before it's too late, right? So like, let me get in this bathroom before, like, it's multiple ways to get out.
Because it's dirty out there.
Right, man.
I got to make sure it's clean.
That's on my list. Like, yeah, like, dang, that is on my list, right? But yeah, man, like, so again, back to the conversation. So your mom, she got it's a valid thought in her mind, but it really don't apply because she don't know what's going on. And then, like I said, when people try to make the argument, like it went, like, my sister went mad at me, but the argument was really about,
that was transferred to you.
Yeah. And so, like, I am not a transferer. I like, keep that shit to yourself. And like, I wish you a happy day. But like, when somebody, most of the time when somebody
now you wish me a happy day.
Yeah, the nigga just happy, right? Nigga, life too short not to be happy. So like, I pay for my refuge. I pay for my own house. I can live. I can be in my own room. I don't have to deal with none of this shit. So that's what I'm paying for. Now, for you interrupting my peace, I ain't got time for that shit. So, like, I don't care what you're mad about, because my mom does the same thing. She tried to transfer negative energy on me because she having a bad day. I'm like, look, that's not my, like, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, but at the end of the day, if you want to talk to me, I would like to be happy at the end of our conversation. Is that too much to ask?
Let me ask that question. I'm sorry for interrupting. How do you deal with people trying to transfer bad energy on you? Because I know for me, I have to limit, at least from my perspective, I have to limit the amount of communication that I can do with individuals when everything is a negative conversation or everything. I'm like, why is every single conversation a negative conversation? So to ask the question, how do you deal with people trying to transfer that negative energy your direction?
Man, so that's what used to bug me about being at home, or bug me about calling people at home, because like the first thing people used to say is the sad shit. And you'd be like, why start with the sad shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, why like, you make it grim to want to talk to you. So guess what? Let me tell you what I'm doing. I am in Florida. I am building this. I got 2 people over here. I got 2 people. So I try my best to be positive and to shift. I try to do the same thing that they doing with this negative ass energy, but move it to a positive thing. It's like, hey, you worked today. It was hard, but guess what? You at home and you got time to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like like, because even with my sister, like we end up laughing about some shit, because I was like, look, like, at the end of the day, she had made some cookies. I was like, damn, you making cookies on a regular day? Like, she was like, nigga, you can make cookies any day. I was like, but
it's true. Look, I'll let you finish, but I don't like when motherfuckers be like, oh, you making tacos not on a Tuesday? I'm like, nigga, I never knew a Taco Tuesday when I grew up. Nigga, I make tacos on Thursday, Monday, Sunday, whatever days I wake up and I'm like, ooh, some tacos sound good. I'm making tacos that day. I ain't waiting till Tuesday. Fuck all that.
Man, so Exactly. And so like Sean, you call and like when with the job thing and you like, man, they kind of messed me up. But you turned it yourself. You was like, look, but I got another interview tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the type of stuff that I was like, yeah, that's what's up. So you got it, man, you stacking them up like gravy. Yeah. He was like, yeah, shit, I'm still looking. I was
like, look, and to give a little bit more context, my contract just ended and I've had all of these interviews that I'm setting up, like then I'm ready to move. I'll probably end up locking in on something before February. You know.
Oh wait, so you done with your job?
Yes, it just ended Friday. So in the way that it ended, it ended, it was amicably, like it wasn't no issue. But the way that it ended was, and it sucks when you're contracting, right? So, and I always try to explain this, like contracting, even just being an at-will state within Georgia, you just never know. Like, but the way that it works is in this scenario, I'm doing all I'm doing all of the discovery and the planning, building the architecture out for what we're going to do from this migration that we're doing from this different. And I don't want to get too wordy with it, but all that being said, once I built out all of the discovery and the planning, the team that I would have had to do the implementation, got pulled to another project. So essentially, it's either I can do all of the implementation, which they weren't, willing to, because they have a controlled environment within the Salesforce space. So all of the discovery, so I built out and finished the discovery and the planning, and then handed it off to them. Did all of the knowledge transfer and stuff this week to shift to another opportunity. So,
all right, that's cool. I mean, I'm
not happy about it, but I'm not like
discouraged. You're not happy about it?
No, I mean, I would like to continue working.
But you are going to continue working, right? And see, like that's where it's at right now.
Because, I done shifted. And like as soon as we were in a meeting, and because they have a team that they're working with. I don't know if you ever heard of Slalom, SLALOM, but it's essentially like a contracting company that comes in and they could either do your Salesforce integration, but they have a CPQ process, or not CPQ, but a quote to cash process that was delayed. They were supposed to be wrapped up with it by February, and ended up getting pushed out until at least March. And me talking to my manager, he was like, well, and I told him, I was like, once that happened, I was like, damn. Like, let me dust off this resume real quick, because I literally can't do no work from after the discovery and the planning unless they let me do the implementation, which they weren't willing to let me do. So I literally can't do no work. And I was already not thin ice, but I already couldn't do any implementation until February. So it has still been like I rushed all of my discovery to have it all ready for them before this past week. But as soon as they said that, we have to shift the Slalom team to be able to implement the quote to cash process, I was like, shit. I was like, now I got to figure out what I'm gonna do. But it wasn't like I was just gonna drag it out or anything like that. But we had a pace to being able to get it implemented, and with that team being pulled, I was like, shit. I was like, they probably. And I told him, like, because he came to me maybe about a week and a half later. He's like, well, you heard the news, blah blah blah. So of course we're going to try to figure out how to switch you over to another team and all those things. Like I said, I have a great working relationship with them, but yeah, he was like, well, we probably have to end the contract earlier than what we had planned. And I was like, all right, cool. I mean, I get it. That's just the nature of business. But it wasn't. I wasn't. I want my money to be, consistent. Yeah. But I
mean, so you was basically a consultant for hourly consultant right there, like.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I was just contracting with them because initially it was 6 months, but it shifted to a 3 month. But that's just the nature of business. So
yeah, and I mean, like,
but I'm not mad. I mean, I'm not totally like I'm not mad about it. I'm like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would literally just be, I want to say making up stuff, but I would literally be trying to find things to do even within the discovery process. So I probably would have did more ride-alongs and developed more personas and came up with other strategies to be able to do that, because I had already did we're going to do it in these phases. We either have a 4 month to 6 month phase that we can work out and be able to get the implementation going. But it was just interesting that I was like, as soon as he said the shift, I was like, damn, let me go ahead start gearing up.
Right on the wall.
Look, because literally, I mean, and like I said, I did good work. I think they could have literally said before Christmas, like, we can't do nothing. They was like, well, we're gonna keep you on as long as we can. And he paced it out, for a couple weeks into January. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So
yeah, it is what it is, and you got a good contact that you can.
Yeah, and now I'm busting ass, and I'm about to be in the next opportunity. And he even said that they'll bring me back on when they get to the work. But I told him I was like, to be truthfully honest, I don't think y'all go get to this work until like April or May, and I will be working before then. Like it ain't like I'm just gonna be like, oh shoot, let me just go and wait for them to give me this job. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I gotta move on. Like I said, I'm interviewing. I got people that's like pushing for me and stuff like that. Like, oh man, we understand the situation. The recruiters that I work, the recruiting company that I work for, they're pushing for me for another opportunity. Some people that work for the same company or the company that I was consulting for are pushing for me, with other opportunities within Atlanta area. So it's just always unique to when you got people that's, I don't want to say rooting for you, but just like that understands your work ethic and what you can do, and trying to pivot that to another opportunity, even if it's not with that current company. So
yeah, appreciate what you do, and then you show them like it's like basically it's a show and tell, like especially doing contract work. You get to show them, because like I most of my contracts started off as 6-month contracts, and then them niggas was like, hey, can you work on this? But like now I guess I got to shift back, because you asked me the question about New Year's and how that went, how that go. Do you have New Year's resolutions, and like what's your process?
Well, I don't know if I alluded to this before, but definitely within the Salesforce space, I'm trying to get all of my certifications lined up. I got one more to do for this specific title within Salesforce as an application architect. So that's something that I'm really pushing for. But then I have another goal. I was like, you know what? I want to buy my dream car. So I was like, well, I'm going to push to buy my dream car this year. And then another goal is, I was like, you know what? I want to save $50,000 outside of my outside of my certs, outside of my all my investments. Yeah. I want to have 50,000 plus in my bank account. Like that's a goal for me this year. Like in the way that it's gonna suck now, but the whole plan was, I was like, you know what? $1,000 a week, have it go to this account, don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? Live off of the rest of the money that's being put into my other account. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna have to play like I get an opportunity. I'm gonna have to play a dirty game of catch up, where like I'm gonna have to put a little bit more in just to get to that goal that I wanted to hit. You know what I'm saying? And the goal was not actually, I had the number at 45. So even if I get back to opportunities in a working space, before the month end, I'll be fine.
Okay, so the goal is to buy the dream car this year, and you're talking 2026.
Yes. Yeah.
Buy the dream car and 45K liquid.
Yep.
Plus keep up on all your bills.
Yeah. No, the 45 I don't want to touch. Period. Even outside, 401ks and IRA and all that stuff. Yeah. I want those investments still there. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I want to have that liquid cash available to me, just in case anything happens. I got money available.
Man, that's so hard, because like being a year off, that's what I lived off of, my savings I had that saved up, and you'd be like, yo.
So that could kill it, and that. But I'll say this, like, say for instance, the company, like where I was with them, I was saving. The difficult part is when you're playing catch up, right? Yeah. So, and I mentioned to you, I had this one bill that had to be covered by December, right? Or it's like the third week of December. Right. I mean, it was like $4,500 that I had to pay before I I would have to pay
all the interest. Yeah.
Yeah, which was like another $3,500. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and I didn't start work until November 17th, you know. So, but I paid I paid that off. You know, so I don't think is far-fetched to do it as long as I'm not digging myself out of the hole. You know what I'm saying?
And you got other hustles.
The hole is the toughest thing. You say what?
Yeah, and you got other hustles. Like, you got other hustles to accommodate that. Because that's where right now all my hustle money is going to bills. And then like, you know, I'm just trying to I can't say I'm just trying to make do. I'm living life because also this year, one of my goals, like I said,
when I said I want to do 2 trips this year too. That's enough.
2 trips?
Yeah.
Well, Bangkok in March too?
Yeah, I can still plan that out as long as I'm not poor.
Hey, man, the way, and so what was crazy about it is like me and Eddie was talking when we was texting the other day, right? And I'm about to go to Istanbul, people. I'm going to Istanbul to do a health checkup. They're gonna run a monotony of tests on me. I'm gonna get my colonoscopy because I've never gotten a colonoscopy, so I'm gonna go all the way to another country. I wanted to be awake, but everybody keep telling me don't be awake. So once I get there and I see how this,
Why the fuck you want to be awake?
I'm in another country, nigga. I don't know if somebody put me to sleep, what I'm gonna wake up without. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's in 1996, maybe, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to be awake for shit. I want to like, look, nigga, if y'all go if y'all go steal my liver, then fuck it, shit. I mean, you got me, shit. I mean, I feel as if you're awake or if you're asleep, they gonna take the motherfucker. So I would rather be asleep for them niggas to get my shit. Like, fuck it, shit. Have my shit,
man. So I ain't got no advocate over there. So like, it'd be different if I could be like, yo, my sister was there, so to make sure, you know. But like, I
ain't gonna be looking at your ass, like.
I'm just saying, they
gonna take your liver if they want your liver, nigga. Like,
as
you
a
got
whole,
the whole family in that
as a whole, nigga. When I say as a whole, like you never go. You like I went on a cruise, right? Like I know I ain't no regular American. Like I know people out here trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? I look at the chicken. You tell me it's $50, and I'm like, no, it's no way I'm paying $50 for the side street chicken. And what you call? I'm gonna give you 15. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like so. Never put yourself in situations that you don't know that. So I'm a control. I definitely know I'm a control freak. So I don't want to be sleep. But at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, this is what these people do for a living. They don't want to mess up their money either. Cause like the whole thing is I want a health baseline and I don't have insurance here. So like I seen this thing online and I was like, yo, like I could go over there. The whole thing was I had made a pact with my boys almost 3 years ago in May, right? That we was gonna get a colonoscopy in the next year or two, right?
I need to schedule that shit. Speaking of that,
you haven't got a colonoscopy yet either?
I got a CS. What was that shit? They was digging in my ass last year. They was all up in that bitch. Like I was like, I don't even know your middle name. She was all up in there.
Oh, you had a lady too? Like I don't even know how that even like how they even conceive this shit.
Prostate something, but she was.
Oh, so they actually did a prostate exam and not just a blood work.
Nah, she was all up in that bitch. Like, and everything was cool. I mean, I went to a urologist. Everything was cool.
2, 3 fingers?
It was probably 2. I was like, wait a minute. Then I'm standing there.
You feel pressure?
Yeah, nigga. And then I'm standing there with my t-shirt on and my shit dropped. So then I'm like Winnie the Pooh and shit, feeling hella uncomfortable. But you know what? I was just like, fuck it, shit. I mean, if you gotta do it, shit, go up in that motherfucker. Do what you gotta do.
See, man, I always think about the cows, like, and you know how like they inseminate the cows, or either they I don't know what all they be doing with but they put that big ass sleeve on and they go up. So like I'll be like, dog, is that how they go? They just feeling around that motherfucker, like.
Now look, at this point in time, like I've given up. Like just do what you got to do. Just make sure I'm healthy, And that's all I'm asking for. Like, if you got to dig in my ass, if you got to play with my tip, like, then do that shit. Like, I don't, it's not ideal, but
so what does that mean to you though? Like, what does being healthy to you means? Because like, I'm understanding there's a lot of different shit now. Because people be like, I want to be healthy, but they smoke cigarettes. I'm like, yo,
listen, bro, like, I don't understand that logic. You know, I remember one time my guy, nigga, he was like, man, you know, why you putting that swine up in your body, man? That shit ain't good for you. I was like, nigga, you are drunk, passed out in a Waffle House right now. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I am, and granted, I have been, but I hadn't drank the level that he had drank. But I'm like, bro, like, you talking about poisons in your body and stuff like that. And I was like, what are we talking about here? Like, I feel like anything in life, or not anything in life, but most things that you put into your body or consume have some type of effect on it, or a reverse type of effect.
You are what you eat, right? That's what it used to be back when we was little. They were like, hey,
ask me about
you are what you eat.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Like, nigga, that's just another form of meat, nigga. You just abiding by some shit that another nigga told you. Like, nigga, like, of course, cholesterol go fuck your ass up, but shit, like, stop eating all the motherfucking bacon, nigga. I like to eat motherfucking bacon, so shit, I calm my ass down and eat some motherfucking turkey bacon. So I can chill out and get my cholesterol levels low, you know.
Hey, but you said something very important, right? Because like what I see, like you know how people will ask you something and then they be like, "Look at you, nigga," you know what I'm saying? Like because he asked you about the swine, and you was like, "Nigga, what about you?" Is that a deflection, or is that just like because like now when people say stuff about me, I'll be like,
I get the deflection part, but in that instance, it's not a deflection as in like I'm just stating the obvious. Like if you say something is unhealthy, I can tell you poisoning your liver is unhealthy.
very unhealthy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Like I drink. I'm a drinker. You know, but I can stop. Like I didn't like I'm not yeah, I'm through blow. No, how in the hell I'm getting home. No, but the thing is, it's like I'll never. It's like what Jay-Z say. What you eat don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'll never tell anybody, oh well, you shouldn't do this because I was like, nah, you go do whatever you want to do. Now, if you ask me, and this is to what we were saying earlier as far as my mom and stuff. And then, don't get me wrong, I mean, I love my mom to death, but it's just like when you're offering unsolicited advice, is automatically going to not be taken the way that you would think that it'd be taken. But it's just interesting. Like, say when he's like with the swine, I'm like, bro, like, why do you care what's on my plate? Like, I'm not asking you to eat some of this bacon and sausage that's on here, and this shit is fucking amazing. Fire. Like, what are you talking about? Like this shit is great to me. Like, I'm not like, and granted, you know, I pull back on a lot of things that I don't eat. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the whole keto diet or just in general. So, you know, for you to talk to what's on my plate and I'm not even asking you versus like if I'm talking
so
to you,
do you take that as I kind of take it as an attack, especially like
I definitely take it as an attack.
You got these biblical people because that's in a sense what these people be like, oh, you can't eat shrimp and stuff like that.
I fuck with the Bible, but I don't fuck with niggas that like pick verses or pick parts out of the Bible to say this is why you should do something. Like you do the things that make sense for you. Like I'll never be talking to Brian and be like, yo, you need to stop eating that steak because the steak is high in cholesterol.
Processed. They put this liquid
I don't give a shit
solution in it, motherfucker. That
Marcus, nigga, like that shit, that McDonald's shit, like nigga, like I'm pretty sure your ass is doing some shit that's unhealthy out here.
Hot Cheetos, hot fries. I was like, dog, you can be a vegetarian and still eat terrible.
Yeah. Nigga, I gained the most weight in life and felt the most unhealthy when I was doing vegan vegetarian. I gained
no butter,
60 pounds just doing vegan vegetarian.
A straight weight, nigga? Or like
just straight weight. And nigga, I was doing 2 workouts a day, 10 workouts a week. And was gaining weight because of all of the processed shit that you had. Only thing, like, this is the thing about all of these diets and all that shit, right? Like, they only make sense if you're doing them the correct way. And I say that as in, like, say for instance, somebody say that they're vegan. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, are you eating French fries every day, nigga? Or like you could be vegan and still be unhealthy. But if you say like, hey, I'm raw vegan, I eat from the earth and da 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 da, I kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're not putting all of the processed things in your body, and you're being more careful with what's being taken into your body. But if you say, hey, look, I eat motherfucking soul vegetarian or motherfucking slutty vegan like 3 times a week, shit, nigga, like you're still eating the unhealthy parts that are not processing throughout your body. You know what I'm saying? Like you can eat bad shit vegan, you can eat bad shit keto, you can do bad shit, all that shit. But
an Impossible Burger has a bunch of processed stuff in it, including chemicals, to make it taste like beef. Right? So that can't be healthy, because like you think about it, you consuming something that's like, hey, it tastes like beef, it feels like beef, but that's not beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? Is this something attacking my body? Is it something? Maybe I need to send some white blood cells at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but look at it like this. That's the same thing I was saying earlier, that everything, in my opinion, could be considered bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if I'm, as an example, you say the Impossible Burger, if I want something that can have a similar taste as in beef, I'll go for the Impossible Burger. I think the Impossible Burger is probably the best option, even if it has all of these processed things in it in general. But what I realized, that my ass eating a motherfucking Impossible Burger, I'm gaining just as much weight, if not more, than I was when I was eating the beef. So I gave up all of this shit. And once I cut all of that shit out, I was in a better position. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying, like what DeMarcus was talking about. I'm like, yo, why are you doing a motherfucking, like, nigga, like, you got all this shit up here and you using this shit for a motherfucking McDonald's study instead of a motherfucking like career move, nigga. Like,
yeah, instead of getting cash. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, I'm never gonna waste my energy telling somebody that don't eat McDonald's. Nigga, I don't eat McDonald's. Like, nigga, I haven't eaten McDonald's probably like a smooth like 5 or 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And I don't sit up there and be like, well, no, y'all shouldn't eat McDonald's because da 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 da. Like, nigga, no, like, you know what you getting when you go and eat McDonald's. Like, I mean, you talk about, oh, it's 270 served per day, and it's only 27 cows, and why is it not being processed? Like who gives a fuck about how a motherfucking burgers, nigga? Just give me my motherfucking McDouble and my motherfucking French fries with no salt and motherfucking flurry if that bitch is working, and keep that shit moving. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? We know what we sign up for when we go to McDonald's or Burger King or
because you know it's fast food fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, people tell me, hey, I don't understand how you eating that Popeye's chicken. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, again,
you to understand, I fucking want the motherfucking fried chicken. I don't give a fuck. Like, I want that motherfucking dry ass biscuit, and I want these motherfucking rice and beans, nigga. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like if it's something that I'm not telling you to eat what I eat, it's like, it's even like on the reverse. Like, I'm keto. I've been keto for like 4 years now, and I don't tell people to eat keto because but I know for me, it helps me maintain my weight, my lifestyle, etc. But if that's something that you're interested in, I'll give you details and easy ways to be able to make it easier for you. But I'm not gonna be looking at your plate like, damn, nigga, why you eating?
Unless you ask me to hold you accountable.
Pasta, dude, like, fuck. Like,
but if you ask me to hold you accountable, right? Like, if I say, hey, Sean is keto, and then I see this nigga going to get some motherfucking spaghetti, I'll be like, yo, what's up? What's good? You good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that you're not doing that. So, like, I might hold you. I'm gonna hold you accountable when I see. I was like, yo, that ain't. Oh, it's keto.
That shit can be some fuck shit though at times, though, depending on who it's coming from, is what I'm saying. Like yeah. I'm okay with hearing it from a family and shit. I remember motherfucking Dre Walker and shit. That nigga was at at the reunion and shit. And the motherfucker, like, I was eating something, and that nigga's like, He's like, he's at the Sunday thing, the picnic and shit.
Yeah, the picnic.
And I had grabbed some, I grabbed like some keto buns.
The keto buns.
The nigga was like, man, what you eating a burger for? Like, you ain't supposed to be. I was like, bitch, like, why in the fuck are you all up on my burger and shit, nigga? Like, you don't even know what I'm eating. Like, I don't need to explain to somebody that's not within my circle on what I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you be like, yo,
but you told me about it. That's why I was like, oh, they got keto bread. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, like,
But I'm just saying, like, but like, you're in that loop. You're like, if you be like, because I feel like your curiosity is more so like, okay, well, how, like, you're more worried, like, how are you doing this within the diet? Like, how does this work for you? Like the learning part of it versus like, nigga, what the fuck you eating a burger for? And I'm like, nigga, I don't even know. Like, nigga, you be saying wild shit. I don't even fuck with your Facebook, nigga. Like, why are we having a conversation about this burger I'm about to eat? Like, nigga, I've been keto for 4 years and I don't even talk to you with the exception of your wild takes about Republicans. Why is this a conversation about my fucking burger? Like, get the fuck out of here.
I think it's because the way people think they know you, and then like again. Sometimes I take stuff as I know I used to take stuff as an attack. I'm like, no, what you worried about? You know what I'm saying? Like, because like you speaking on something you don't know nothing about, right? So like, but like, I think people think they know you from your social media sometimes, and I think people think that
you only know what I show you. You don't know. Like, I was talking to someone about this the other day, and I was like, it's weird how people only remember you for how you were as a 16-year-old or how you was as a 12-year-old, or because the thing is, after you got past 18, there's not much that outside of, like you, Eddie, Mike, Darius, Feek, my mom, stuff like that. Like, it's one time I remember like I went out to a club and I'm dancing with in my, like, and I'm dancing with this chick and my sisters was here. I like, or they were, so I took them out and I'm dancing and like, and the chick was like, hey, the people behind you? I was like, they sitting up there just staring at me and shit. Like, and I was like, yeah, those are my sisters, whatever. And like, they literally were looking at me as little bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, move the fuck on. Go get a drink. Like, why in the fuck are you standing around me? Like, and it was just weird, like, I was like, but, they only see, and there's nothing wrong with, I mean, I get it, but, they was cock blocking, but they literally,
they weren't really cock blocking. It was like, oh, this is my little brother. Like this.
No, them niggas was cock blocking. Nigga,
how would they cock blocking?
No, look, it was one part where Tammy was just standing like this with her arms folded.
But Tammy can be Evelyn Jr. You know what I'm
saying? But listen, it's no, like, if you're vibing with somebody, there's no reason why, because I'm never like checking in. Like, if y'all, I don't know any of their boyfriends or any of they, like, whoever they fucked with. I'm pretty sure in these past 20 or 30 years, they done fucked somebody that I don't even know who they fucked or whatever, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But it's just weird that, like, we out and y'all are just sitting up there just
bugging.
And mind you, I ain't even want to go out.
I would have been like, oh yeah, they're my bodyguards.
Listen, I didn't even want to go out, but yeah, I was like, man, y'all getting on my, like, I got to take y'all somewhere, like, because y'all getting on my nerves. But all the men said, like, people recognize you for periods of time in their life rather than they remember you as, oh, Lil Sean. Like, it was funny. Larry Carter, he stays down here, and I had the neck surgery, and I actually had to go. I had an appointment I had to do after I had the surgery, so it was maybe about 3 or 4 days. Tina, Tammy, and Alice came down, and Tina had took me to the appointment, and Larry stays at that point in time, he stayed maybe 50 minutes or an hour away from me, like Dallas, Georgia. And He came to the house. He called me on FaceTime. He was like, "Hey, cuz, where you at?" I was like, like with Tina, headed to this appointment. And he's like, "Oh man, guess where I'm at?" You know, then he showed me my house. I was like, "Bro, you can't just pull up on people like we did back in the day. Like I might not be here, you know, like, and you know, Aunt Alice was here, but she was working, you know what I'm saying? So she wasn't able to, you know, answer the door or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, you know, people thinking like, oh, I could just pull up on you at any time. It's like, no, we don't do that no more. We call before, make sure that the person's in town, you know, not even, you know, but he just pulled up on the crib, like, "Hey, cuz, like, where you at?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm not there." Like, and he drove an hour and had to drive an hour back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to level set your expectations. Now he's probably mad. He's like, "I didn't drove all this way. He ain't there, blah, blah, blah." Whereas you could have easily said, "Hey, I'm gonna stop by the house at 4." You know, he came at like 2:00, you know, in the afternoon. I was like, "Yeah," I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's little things like people put you in that box of the times that used to be, you know, where like, hell, I can come by, knock on, well, hell, I want to say I probably even called your house before I even just walked up to your house and just knocked on the door. But literally, I could walk across the alley, knock on your door. "Brian here?" "Nope." "Cool. All right, I'm gonna go back, go walk my ass right across back to the crib, whatever, and keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean, but we ain't had that communication channels like we have now, right? So like that's what's different.
But they're
now,
not taking advantage of the communication channels. So is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to nobody's house.
And see, like I move like a quick move, and my mom told me that too. She was like, "Dog, you like," because I don't tell nobody where I'm at because I be in fear of getting robbed, right? So a lot of times
I don't like people just popping up. Like I'll go to a restaurant and then I'll eat and then I'll leave and then I'll check in.
Yeah. I mean, it's stuff like that. Like, and then this stuff like my mom was like, "Yo, you out the country? You ain't tell me you was going." I said, I know I had to check in. Like, you know what I'm saying? If anything was going wrong, I would have hit you up as like somebody like again, because I don't have no like my kids are grown now. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't have to be nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like,
and that's okay. Like you are a grown individual moving around, and it makes sense. Like
with a passport, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, I'll like even like say for instance, I was going to Houston, you know, for the holidays, and you know, I told Tone because I usually stay at Tone or Tina house. I told Tone, like, "Hey, is it cool if I come? Make sure everything is cool." But then I told Mom, it was just so random. It was like, "Yeah, I'm getting ready for the flight to fly home or to fly to Houston." She's like, "Oh, you going down there?" I was like, "Yeah." You know, like, I mean, I'm flying tomorrow. And then she was talking to Tina. It's like, "Oh, y'all didn't tell me your brother was coming down there." I was like, "What does that have to? If you want to come down there, you're more than welcome to come down there. You don't tell me where you're going until the time is." So, I mean, it's happening. So, and it's not like I'm doing it to not tell you. I'm just operating to prepare for a trip. You know, I'm not trying to hide it. You know, if I talk to you on the phone, I'm like, "Hey, look, you know, by the way, I'm going to Houston, blah, blah, blah," you know, but you know, she almost takes it as a offense that she wasn't in the know of, because Tina or Tam, I can't remember which one ended up doing it, but one of them ended up flying her down there. And I was like, okay, you know, like I mean, if she had came,
so I kind of see that, because it's like, yo, is it a family thing without me? You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody is gonna be down there and I'm the last one to know.
Nigga, like, but if I don't go, I'm just saying, like, from my perspective, if I don't go and she goes down there, I'm not like, "Oh, let me hurry up and get a flight down there." Like I'm just in Atlanta.
But that's different, right? So like if your mom was going down there and everybody else was already down there, you'd be like, "Damn, nobody let me know. I would have came down there and hung out with the family." You know what I'm saying?
I would have gave a shit. I'd have just not going. Like if I didn't have the capacity to go or plan.
No. It wasn't about the capacity, because you don't know, right? So like So I'm saying
this wasn't a planned thing, is what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like, oh well, we all gonna be down here without Evelyn. You know what I'm saying? It was just
that's what it ended up being.
Tammy's already down there.
Yeah.
It's just add me to the mix. You know, like everybody's there. Like it's not like Tammy flew in from Arizona, Tina flew in from California, Shanae flew in from, I don't know, Idaho. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's already, D lives down there. So it wasn't as if, I don't know, man. I can't take things personal on.
From the outside looking in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and I'm being objectionable. Can you see where somebody be like, hey, if everybody gonna be down there, like let's just make it like, can I come? You know what I'm saying? Like, because like
mom don't want to pay for her own trip is the thing. I pay for my flight. I'm like, if I spend money, I don't care if you know or not what I'm doing.
She wanted y'all to get her down there. She didn't. It wasn't that so I could come down there. Like, cause I like, you know, if the family gonna be together on the whatchamacallit, I'll fly through. I ain't got no problems. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't know, I can't fly through. It's like, you know,
but if
like
you wanted to go, you could have went, is what I'm saying. Like if you wanted to be down there with family, you know, look, Tammy lives down there. Tammy lives with Tina right now. Tone lives down there already. D stays in San Antonio. Shanae lives in Killeen, Texas. Jay's in prison somewhere in Texas. I'm saying all that to say,
Tone lives in Houston, right?
Yeah, Tone lives in Houston. So it's not. It wasn't like we doing all of this stuff for Christmas. It's just like it's easier because Tone has 5 kids, or Tone has 3 kids, but a family of 5, and Tina's already there, and Tammy's already there. If you want to make a holiday out of it, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. So I'm saying it from the standpoint, if I want to go somewhere and be a part of the family dynamic, it's not like I'm like, oh shoot, y'all didn't tell me. I reach out and be like, the problem is when people, I want to say people, when my mom expect people to do things for her and she doesn't necessarily ask for it. And it's like, and it's not necessarily asked, it's she's owed that. And it's like nobody owes you shit.
Hey, she is the.
I don't give a fuck about the matriarch. Fuck all that shit. That's some bullshit.
She's the monarch of the family. She's the oldest person in the family.
Just because you're older doesn't make you mature. Like
you're right.
All that.
You're right. I mean, just because you of age don't make you a grown up, right?
Yeah.
But
you
like,
just got older.
And I say this because like I get.
And she ain't even the matriarch. She the matriarch of Macmillans, but you got Aunt Bert over here that's pushing 96.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't try to play that card either. Like no, play like if you want to be the matriarch, act like nigga. Like if you had asked me anytime, and don't get me wrong, I think like I said, I'll do for my mom as much as I can. But I mean, I flew her down here before I had my
surgery. Yeah.
Before I started the job, and she was on some wild shit. And I'm like, yo, I was like, I flew you down here, like, and hey, you're undeserved.
But let me ask you this and put it in full context, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know your mama is who she is, does it
makes it easy to leave her ass in Michigan?
But I mean, like I know my mom can be an asshole. I know she relishes in being an asshole. Mm-hmm. If I expect anything else, am I being stupid?
No. So that's the thing. I let you be who you are by yourself if that's what you want to do. And that's okay. Like knowing who people are makes it a lot easier. Like I won't fly her down here again before I start a job. Like I know who I didn't know. Like, who the person is, but at the same time, you would expect them to have some type of, I don't say remorse, but have some type of
poise, some type of especially
like
when they raise you.
For me, like rather than you supposed to do this for me, like, and I'm never going to give anybody any I don't want to say I don't like people that have entitlement.
Did you spoil her though? Like, right? Like, because that's what
I'm saying. Like when you the things that I was provided as a kid don't even like it's not even to what we've done as an adult. You know what I'm saying? As your children.
I'm gonna transition this into one of the topics, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're 48 years old right now,
mm-hmm.
going into your year 50, right? And when I say going into your year 50, when you're 49, you've been here at least 49 years, and now you're going into that 50th year, right? Because when you're 51, you've actually been 50 already, right?
Yeah, you got less summers to live.
Yeah. Well, we start at 0 and not 1, right? So we started at,
like Deion Cole said, you got 14, 20 summers left. you got less summers in front of you than the summers that you had.
Right. And so saying that, and there's New Year's and like New Year, New Me or whatever, like do you see this 50th year coming up? Do you see any changes? Because we talking about your mom and the expectations that your mom have, like we going to 50, right? And so now
I say entitlement.
Yeah. Well, we going into 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, does that change anything? Does that change any, like, does going into your 50 put a different perspective on your life?
I don't think I haven't gotten to that level yet of. I will say that the things that have changed in my life that I've been looking at more so now is like, I'm starting to look at it from a how do I prepare for retirement? How do I want to look at life a little bit differently on, being a better person, doing things in a better way than what I've done the past 48 years. So yes, it does put a perspective on it, but not to say that I haven't already been self-evaluating at 45 or 40 or 35. Like I do feel like everything I've done within my, I don't want to say just career, but within my life, and you mentioned this before, like, am I doing better than I did yesterday? And I see it as I'm trying to make the next day better, but I'm trying to make the future better where I'm a little bit more comfortable, where I don't have to depend on income coming in, where I'm like, I can just, because I still don't know how this works, but like I get lost. I was like as an example, how is grandma not working? Like I've never seen grandma work ever. She had 2 houses that I know of. And I know that Mert is a little bit different. Mert owns had owned a lot of property.
Yeah.
But I still don't remember, like, I'm like, damn, how were they? So that perspective is starting to be in me more like, how do I attain the things to make my life a lot easier on the flip side of 50? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like,
so what you just said makes a whole lot of sense to me, right? You measure where you at compared to where your parents were or your grandparents were or even other family, right? So how do you measure those, being that it's not apples to apples? It was a whole different time of living. How do you measure that? Do you feel like you made your mama proud by the position you're in right now? In the position that she was when she was at 50?
I'll definitely, nigga, I done made, and this isn't just a salary thing, but my mom has never seen the type of money that I made, but yet the type of money that I made is still I want to say still a struggle, but it's still learning how to transition that into, as an example, transition that into liquid, this year. I was like, you know what? I need to make sure that outside of all of these other things, I need to save money in this fashion so it makes my life a lot easier moving forward. And I said, I want to get to the point where that's a yearly thing, so saving $45K a year, like all the way up until, I don't want to work all it. Like I want to make sure that I can get my money to work for me, you know what I'm saying, rather than me working for the money, you know. But the way these companies are operating, like they just, you know, they throwing money at you to be able to get. And I'm like, well, shoot, let me get sorted up real quick and demand this bag, and then I can make an easier exit strategy than I could making less money.
Yeah, I mean, you're 50, and like I said, you've been here 48 years, and you're going into 49, right? Well, you finishing.
Nigga, I ain't 50 right? yet, nigga. Damn.
You finishing 40 and 49, and you're going into year 50. Because when you 49,
I gotta get there first, nigga.
You got 2 months. See, that's another thing I've been noticing. Right? People like, yo, don't put that 50 on me yet. Like, because Eddie was like, yo, I ain't 50 until next year. I was like, dog, I'm not saying you 50 now. I'm saying you in year 50, right?
I mean, Too Short didn't have a baby till he's 53. Shit.
but like I'm looking.
And in the end, it is Too Short. But
yeah, that had a ball.
I watched the video of Too Short talking about at 26. And I'm like, God damn. I remember even thinking about it, like remember on Biggie's album, that nigga's like, nigga, I'm 30 years old. That nigga said that in 97. You know, like that nigga.
Hey, but then it's crazy to see that Jay-Z and you know, even Dre, even what's Puffy is what 56 now? 50,
I think so.
50, yeah. And it's like, hey, these cats. Hey, wait.
Hey, this nigga's fertile shit. I mean,
I gotta stop and ask you a question, right? I was talking to actually CC yesterday, right? And I said, hey, Puffy was a wild boy, right? And like, look, whatever you do in the bedroom is your thing, but how did it escalate so fast? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you say, hey, I wonder how somebody nut feel on my titty, on my nipple, right? Like, how?
I think them niggas is reaching, honestly, just to make the story. I don't know, man. Like, my bad. Ask the question.
Okay, so where in the point in your life do you say sex is not enough and I need to see the porn in real life?
It's a fantasy. I mean, it's the seeing the porn and trying to make that a reality. Like I said, I mean, Puff, I will say this, I can't speak to the things that he did with the exception of, you know, what people testified to or anything like that, even though I feel like a lot of that shit was a reach, especially that one dude. Like, you nigga, there's no way I'm getting out the shower and you touching my dick and I'm just like, and I'm still gonna produce this album. Like there's no way in hell I'm waking up next to Puff and I'm just like,
what happened? I'm sore.
And I'm still gonna produce his album. Like, and that's what, like, it's just the price of fame, man. Like, I hear that shit really bothers me. Like I said, it ain't for me to be bothered by because it's not my lifestyle. But the thing that bothers me is the fact that, you know, the tear down and saying these things, but it's not just a tear down. It's if it happened allegedly or whatever the phrasing needs to be said, it gets to a point of accountability from you as a victim. And people say, well, you're victim blaming, blah, blah, blah. But when I hear things to say, well, I did this for 10 years. I did this for a whole album recording process. Like, nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, you have some accountability in this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like same thing with R. Kelly. It's like no reason why I don't give a fuck how famous R. Kelly is. Like, there's no way that after I heard the Aaliyah shit in 96, 95, that I am going to go over R. Kelly's house, drop my child off, and go to work. Like, I just don't, and even on top of that, most of the time these niggas in school anyway. So the time that you dropping your kids off to R. Kelly is after school. So shit, sit your ass there, R. Kelly. Hey, look, nigga, make your music. Do whatever you got to do with my kid to get them. Not, I want to say do whatever you got to do, but do the things that's going to make the music, make great music with my child.
But do you think they set them up? Do you think they set them up? They was like, hey, if I get him to do something to my child, I can blackmail him. Because I know he liked little girls.
I think the money was flowing. Then when the money stopped, that's when everybody started crying.
Yeah, it's crazy because I don't even know how the money stopped. I mean, when you think about his credits and stuff, but so do you think that the story of like, because Puffy basically, when he was on trial, like it was like
none of the stuff that came out about Puffy was about Puffy's trial.
So do you think it was more about embarrassing him than
it was all about defamation, if anything. But you know, I get why
it can't be defamation if it's true.
No. So, but it's defamation if it has nothing to do with the case. It's like you have people testifying to things that has zero to do with the prostitution across states.
So it was people testifying that they were prostitutes and they had these. They were selling drugs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Cassie, all that's. That was the okay. The questions that was being asked to these individuals were to destroy his character.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that the people that were testifying had nothing to do with the Mann Act or whatever. But all of these people that were being interviewed or prosecuted or that were on the stand, the things that were being said as far as what do you call them, freak offs and stuff like that. It's like, nigga, I don't care what, like, nigga, you famous, like y'all go do some freaky shit. Like you are, I mean, because you have famous people that say, hey, we was going to Puffy parties and we weren't seeing none of this.
Right.
But none of them took the stand. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, you know, it's just, I don't know.
I think because it didn't really have anything to do with it, though, right? At what point did he need a character witness for him not? Because like he didn't. I don't even want to get into the logistics of it, right?
Yeah, it was really about freaky shit. That I mean, if you go get him on the Mann Act, that's good. I like the way. I don't know if you had the chance to watch the recent Dave Chappelle stand up, but Dave was talking. He was like, the same act that Joe Louis got hit with back in the day that was created for him for messing with white women is the same act that was used against, or the Mann Act that was used against Puffy for this current case.
Right.
And it's like, y'all went to the extreme to be able to find ways, like niggas fly people out all the time. You know, it's like, oh, I got flued out. Like, nigga, that's the Mann Act. Like, nigga, if you plan on flying somebody to go to
for the purpose of prostitution. For the purpose of prostitution.
If you fly somebody out to, my intentions is to fly somebody here to get smashed and to
but not pay somebody to smash, because that's what the problem was. He paid. Huh?
You buying
the flight wasn't it. It was the fact that they got paid after the flight. Like they set it up. He set up the flight, but then he also paid them. You know what I'm saying?
What's doing all this stuff for taking people out to eat and stuff like that? All you doing is slowly paying them.
You can look at it that way, or you can look at it like because man, I have it's a hard R that like with
what, nigga?
No, it's a hard.
You use the R for nigga, my nigga. No, you can only use the A.
It's a hard R for people that be like, yo, I'm paying like, because look, I will pay for us to enjoy ourselves, but I'm not paying for you to lay down with me. Every dude pays for some aspect of the dating thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, even some women pay for the for that, right? Mm-hmm. I refuse to say that that's me paying for. Now, if you go and ordering shit that you could never afford on your own, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm with a chick that ain't never been to Ruth Chris and she go to Ruth Chris and order the most expensive shit on the motherfucking menu, she telling me something. You know what I'm saying?
But you paying for it.
Shit.
No. What I'm saying is, like, if she orders a regular steak that's probably like 50 or 60, say she orders a side item that's like I don't know, like $10 or $15 for the, I don't know, for the veggie or whatever you eating with it. And she ordered a couple drinks. Say she had like 150, right?
Yeah.
Say you at 150. Say this other chick says, you know what? I'm gonna order the larger steak, which should be for two, but I'm ordering this by myself. Say it's $130 because it's supposed to be a 2-people steak. And she ordered 2 sides, and she orders 4 drinks, and she orders a dessert. Mm-hmm. You about at I'll say 225, 250, somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit more than that. I'll just say 300 as a flat number. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you're paying 125, no matter if you're paying 275, you're still paying for it.
Paying for what? I'm paying for us to eat, and she got the next one.
She ain't getting the next one.
What?
she's not.
Bulls. Like, no, it ain't. So to me, I ain't never paying for everything. So my understanding is that, hey, if I pay for the ticket, you put something on the hotel. I guess it's some people.
Ticket. Like, fuck that. Like, no, you fly your own.
Hey,
like,
I don't.
No. I'm just saying in general. Like, that's you paying for the ticket alone is the man act.
Oh, okay. How? No, because it has to be prostitution, and prostitution means money has to be transferred from me to you for the act of sex or sexual activity.
Yeah, I think that's a murky line to cross.
I mean, really, that's how they get people when they be picking them up as Johns, right? The money got to transfer hands before they can come and swoop down on. You ever remember watching that old TV show where they used to set people up? Like they used to, like the undercover girls used to be the prostitutes, and then they'd come and tap the door. I was like, oh my God, that they ain't got nothing to do.
So let me reverse the question, because I think we go come at an impasse as far as what's paying for prostitution and not.
Uh-huh.
How fucking involved was Cassie in this though? It's like that's my problem with it. It's just like I feel like that was. I mean, it was. I was watching some dude, and he was like, "Yeah, Cassie was the one that was setting up the meetups and setting up the things." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold on. So she's not complicit in this? Why is that a thing? And like I said, we in a society now that, and I hate to say it, we're in a society that. I mean, not to say, I don't think it should be 100% on Puffy, for lack of better words. And we're in a society that if you say something about Cassie, and I'll say this: if that video hadn't came out, I don't think it would have been the case.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been the case. I don't think it would have
at all.
Yeah,
no, that it wouldn't have been nothing. It was literally people were saying that he was, not to say he wasn't guilty of. I mean, shit, like I said, niggas fly motherfuckers out all the time. He's just flying somebody out to fuck his wife, or fuck not his wife, but his girlfriend at the time. But it's just one of them things. It's like, like I was watching the one guy's video. He's like, yeah, Cassie would always call up on me, tell me don't use a condom this time, da da da. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how is she not? I mean, and she's 30 M's up. You know what I'm saying? On this too. So it's kind of like, wait a minute, hold on. Like, she got through scot-free in this situation, with the exception of defamation of her within the public eye. But even still, she's looked at as a victim, so no one cares about all of the freaky shit that she was doing.
Yeah, and I think the reason why he got charged with, and this is just me thinking, right? The reason why he got charged with a RICO case, she would have been one of them defendants in a RICO case. She would have had to be, but you can't get her to testify unless you give her immunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you come at her and be like, yo, give us everything you got on this man, like, she had to have immunity for her to even testify. The way I see it,
that makes
because
sense.
when she set shit up, she admitted that she set stuff up, and like, again, we going on the victim thing, right? And I just got off a cruise, right? And I'm kind of pivot this a little bit, right? And I just want to know what you think, right? I was on the cruise, and while I was on the cruise, I got a news notification about the two dudes a guy on Carnival, right? He was on the Carnival cruise. While he was on the Carnival cruise, he talked this girl into his room. When she woke up, she was with the stepbrother.
Oh.
And she was yelling and crying and screaming. Both of them is in the Bahamas in jail right now, until March, till they get to court in March. Ooh. But
you see how that ruins somebody's life?
Yeah, right. Is that
to a job? You have no income to come in. Then you got to think you got a whole ass. Hopefully you got a house or apartment somewhere back. All that shit is a wrap. That right. Shit kills your whole life.
Right. You can't even pay your mortgage or your rent. You know what I'm saying? But is she not explicit in that? How you go to sleep? I don't care how dark. I've been in the inside cabin. It's dark. But there's nobody that can tell me that you can't tell the difference. And one dude got dreads, one dude got a short haircut, right?
No, but look at Tupac. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tupac did time for some shit that he wasn't even there for.
That his friends that his friends did, right? His friends took it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like, but the thing is, like, we live in a society that we're softer on the victim, and that's fine, but there has to be some like after I think she sucked them off at the club or something, on the dance floor or something like that, and then I don't know, I think he went back, I think he might have smashed, I can't remember that part of it, but I know he left the room, and the boys came in type of shit, and he did time for that shit,
and they ain't even charged the boys at all. That's because he was the one that they was coming to get. But I'm gonna say this: like, think about this. You on a cruise, right? You meet a lovely lady, right? Y'all hit it off. You in the cabin with your stepbrother, right? Hit it off, no problem. But you got y'all in the same room because there's two to a cabin, right? You leave because you like, yo, I'm gonna see what else is out here. Your stepbrother come in drunk. You know what I'm saying? Lay in the bed, because like they didn't really say that he had intercourse with her, but even if he had intercourse with her, he might have been drunk thinking, oh shit, this bitch got in the bed with me. You know what I'm saying? Like now.
Wait, hold on. My bad. Hold on a second. Let me get this correct. I think I'm trying because I'm starting to get fucked up by this. So you're saying him and his boy are in the room.
Him and the stepbrother are in the cabin together.
Got a cabin together.
Yes.
He slept with old girl. He left. His brother came back to the cabin to sleep in his bed, like in his own bunk.
I don't know if they had bunks or the same bed. Like
nigga, I'm not sleeping with my stepbrother. Nigga, what the fuck? Like these niggas gotta have separate bunks. Like I'm just gonna okay. So she woke up and she didn't know if that person had intercourse with her or not.
Yeah. The article, I'm gonna have to find an article, but yeah, so that's wild, right? And so now both of them in jail in the Bahamas in a foreign country because she felt some type of way.
Listen, man, thank God. I have to thank God that. I mean, of course, I haven't been in I had one situation that was weird, but it cleared itself up pretty quick. I don't know if I ever now explain it in a second, but thank God I am always trying to make sure that people are comfortable. I'm not doing anything out of the ordinary just because, bro, like it only takes one thing. Like I get this example. I might have mentioned this, but I can't remember. But it was a situation where I was at school.
Wait. No, don't. If
no,
okay.
No, it ain't nothing. So I was no. It's a pretty short story, but it was an uncomfortable ass situation at the time. Okay. But I was in school.
I don't want nobody to come up and be like, "Oh,
no, it ain't no. I mean, it's all. They can't. It's all been documented at this point in time. But I was at school, and my friend, she actually lives here, but I was in her room because like I was the engineering RA, and I was the engineering male RA. She's the engineering female RA. So I was in her room because I didn't have a TV. So when she wasn't in her room, like she was in class, I would go, and it's like nothing was going on between me and her, but I would go to her room to watch TV, because I didn't have a TV in my room. Mm-hmm. So I was watching TV in her room, had a kid, and it's a high school program, had a kid knock on the door, was like, hey, where's blah, blah, blah at? I was like, oh, she at class. And then she's like, okay, cool. I'll just come back later. Close the door. Okay, cool. I go back, probably, I think I was watching Friday or something. Anyway, I'm watching whatever. So, next day, I'm feeling like an energy, but I'm like, okay, and this is why I started to really learn how to read rooms and start to understand, like, okay, I can feel your energy and why things are, uncomfortable, comfortable, etc. So, people are looking at me, and like I said, it's a high school program. And I had my engineering advisor hit me up. She's like, hey, can you stop by the office? I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So then stop by the office, and I'm talking to her. And, as I'm talking to her, she's like, okay, Shantae, did anything happen between you and blah, blah, blah? And I was like, no, Dr. Wiggins, what are you talking about? Yeah. So then she was like, Shantae, I'm going to ask you again. Did anything happen between you and blah, blah, blah? So that's
wait.
Shit gets serious.
Wait. Blah, blah, blah. Is that the person who knocked on the door, or blah, blah, blah? Is that the person who lives in that room?
No, they knocked on the door. Like, the chick that lived in the room, like, we was just cool friends or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't know which one was blah, blah, blah. So that's what,
Yeah. No, so I was like, Dr. Wiggins, and I was like, Dr. Wiggins, you know who I am as a person. Like, that would never happen between, like, especially like a high school. I was like, I ain't trying to brag, but you see me around the engineer building, that would never be anything that I would even consider. So she like has a little calm thing, tells the chick to come, or tells her secretary to send the chick in. Send the chick in. She's like, did you tell anyone that something happened between you and Shantae? She's like, yes, I did. And she was like, is this true? She's like, no, it's not true. And she was like, well, why would you say anything like that? She's like, well, we were just having conversation and I was just talking. And I'm sitting over here burning up. like, yo, I just wanted to swing on her at that point in time because and then Dr. Wiggins is like, okay, Shantae, you can go. And I left. And I'm out of, like, my body was just like so fucked up from that moment, because that's a situation that she could have lied and said, yes, I said it, and yes, something happened, and my whole life changes.
Yeah, right there.
Right then. Like right then and there, like I'm out of school. I'm in jail. I think I was 20, this is 98. No, 99. So I was 21, about to be 22. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in jail. I done fucked up and it ain't even like I did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like my whole life is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, and she could have easily did that and she got kicked out the program. But
they kicked out the program because she told somebody else. But then that's kind of fucked up, because if they just went to tell somebody else, brought it elevated, because she could have been bullshitting. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what though? But all the kids were looking at me weird. And I noticed that, but I noticed the energy. I'm like, damn, like, what did I do something? You know, but I'm saying, like, I'm the only one that don't know that something has been. So that shit bother, and that's why I don't trust a lot of people to this day, is because they can, like, it could be something going, like, say for you work for one of these companies and they know that they about to fire you. They know that they, like, about to do cuts. But yeah, they still will not say anything to you until that. So I'm always on the fence. I'm like, do I have a chance of not being here? So I'm always practicing my exit strategy to this day.
Hey, ain't that the hard part? Because you be like, yo, these tickets cut me at any time, right? So you like, yo, but when you're in that position, like I've been in a position where I've had to tell developers or tell people that they was going to let them go when they was going to send down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my whole thing is like, hey, dude, ain't nothing solid. So like because I'll be telling people writing always be on the wall.
This is your livelihood.
You see that they didn't shut this department down. You see that they ain't making the money, and you see they keep talking about this quarter we down quarter. Don't keep your eyes open, because like even with that inside information, I'll be like, hey, ain't nothing to promise.
Listen, when that dude on the current contract that I was on said we're going to have to pivot from February 1st to March 1st for this particular project that they're working on before they can even consider the project that I'm doing all of the discovery and planning, I was like, time to practice, time to get the fuck out. So, and the thing that really bothered me the most about that situation was not the contract, but with that situation at college was, everybody came, like, as I'm coming back to know, everyone's like, oh, we knew you didn't do it, da da da. We don't even know why she said that, da da da. But I'm like, y'all, I was under fire.
Y'all should have that shit down a long time ago, right?
I didn't know what I was walking into and honestly, when I walked into Dr. Wiggins' office, when I walked into her office, I was just thinking like it was not. I didn't think it was I thought it was something like, hey, we're looking at like giving me more information on what we need to do as far as program planning and stuff like that for the kids. I wasn't thinking I was walking into damn near prison.
But ain't it weird how, especially black men, we have to keep ourselves, and like you said, like with Rosewood, it was a nigga. So I'm in college. We getting in from, it's like 1:00 in the morning. We getting in from going somewhere. I think it was we did a checker run or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Now it's the men's bathroom right here.
Hey, hold on a second. Before you go into this, which ones you like better, checkers or
rallies?
Rallies.
Man,
there really isn't a difference in my opinion.
Checkers was it before rally, so I'm gonna go with checkers.
Okay. That's based off of Chubby Checker, right?
I did not know that.
Yep, I looked at. I think he started in like 1959. I looked it up. Like, how sometimes you fall down the rabbit holes and shit. Right. like I think it was 1959 when it started. But anyway, so you on your checker run?
Oh yeah. So we get back. It's me and my boys. It's 4 of us, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm the shortest one. So everybody tall and we all black, so they all know who we are. It's only like we only 4% out of the whole student body. So when you think of black people, especially black boys, it's only probably like 11 of us, right? Mm-hmm. But the men's bathroom is right here, right? So I was like, man, let me go to the bathroom real quick. I open the door, drunk ass white girls. Woo! I say drunk as hell. They say sitting, and I know they drunk to the point where they fucked up because they are sitting in the spaces between the urinals. You know how nasty that stuff is? Yeah. Like, but they is sitting down there, like just toe down, throw up or whatever. And here I go. I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. My boy was like, nope, we upstairs, right? And I was like, dang, you right. Because just me going to the bathroom and they seeing a black dude, they be like, hey, they came in. Like, I could have been that. Or even if somebody had picked them up and they only remember me going into the bathroom, like, hey, that could. So I tell my boy Ron, hit my whole life, thank you for saving my life and make me think before reacting. Because
go ahead, my bad.
We have to we have to be more aware of our surroundings, because we could be like, I told my friend this, and she was it was so crazy because I said, I can go to jail at any time. And she's like, what? You be scared about going to jail? Yes, I be scared about going. She's like, why? You live in a good neighborhood, you live in a good neighborhood, and like you don't be doing much. I was like,
that don't mean nothing.
Living in a good neighborhood is the reason I can go to jail. I could be walking down my street, they ask me why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't give me that. And then turned around the next day, she got arrested.
No, look at the dudes that's stuck in the Bahamas right now. Yeah, their whole life has changed. No, I mean, how do you justify with whoever you're working for, your bills, etc.? How do you justify? Hey, look, you don't even have no way to even interact with them, and then like not even to say that they may have a family or not, but I mean, what if they, don't have anybody to be able to take care of the things that, whether it's a home or whether it's your bills, etc. Like you just don't know what they have in place, and they in a situation where like shit might not happen. Like I said, I don't like to say that it did or didn't happen, but from hearing the story, we didn't hear about any of the sexual parts of it. It just seemed like, I don't know, man, that shit's weird. Like because I've been in situations on boats, and I mean, shit. I mean, we didn't have some times, you know what I'm saying? like, and mind you, luckily it was happening in someone else's room instead of mine, you know what I'm saying? But I've shared bunks in every single every single cruise that I've ever taken. You know what I'm saying? I've never had like a room to myself or anything like that. So even when, I would do a cruise with Mike or do a cruise with Eddie and stuff like that, it wasn't, we were staying together. So it could be a situation. It's not that difficult to duplicate that situation.
Yeah, and I will tell you, I'm reading it from a slant because I'm always innocent to proven guilty, right? And like, how sometimes the article, it can infer stuff, and like they didn't say stuff. They didn't say they said that she felt uncomfortable with it, waking up with another man in the bed. Now I know there's people that might be like, "Yo, homeboy, we gonna run a train on this chick. You swap out, I swap in."
It's some nasty people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna put it past like that it didn't happen, but there can be situations that it didn't happen.
And that's my thing. Like, make it not happen before you insinuate that something did happen, right?
But
like
they're in jail though, is what
both of them in jail. And like I could be mad at my stepbrother, like, dog, what the freaking A? I wasn't paying attention. Why you get that drunk on a boat and not know what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like I could be mad at him because like he was just, dude, why you get in the bed with this chick? Like, you ain't bring it to the whatchamacallit, but if he say he was drunk, because I've seen people get drunk on the boat. Like I've seen people, and let me go
on the boat. I've never been drunk where I was incoherent, but I have been drunk on the boat, like, twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like not belligerent or uncomfortable, but I've seen people belligerent. I've seen fights. Shit, like that shit ain't
on the boat.
Yes, only one, but I saw one fight. I'll say I saw one fight, but yeah, I saw one fight on the boat, but it didn't like escalate to. I mean, because nigga, you on a boat, like shit, you could throw a chair. Like it wasn't to that point. It was like fighting over somebody. The fight was de-escalated, but it wasn't like no throwing blows or anything like that. Or now you got to go sit in the latrine
in the Brit, yeah. And they put your ass on timeout.
Yeah, where they shoveling coal to get the boat to get from one location to the other. Like it went to that point.
Now see, I'm gonna tell you. Now Carnival was the only cruise line I had ever been on, but I went on Norwegian this time. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I'll never do another 10-day cruise. That's just too long for me. Like I am a get out. 4 days. Go do something. 4 days, 5 nights. I mean, five, what is it? 5 days, 4 nights.
Yeah, I'd be ready to go. I can't disconnect like that. And don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not that I can't do it. It's just that I don't want to.
And that's what it is, right? And I bought the internet. And if y'all ever go, the
internet don't even be that good either.
Yeah, and see, they had Starlight, so I thought it might have been even better. But like the internet on the boat. Like I paid $200 for it, right? I paid $200 because I was like, I'm gonna give me this in there because I still got to do my lesson.
$200 a day?
No, for the whole time.
That ain't nothing. Yeah,
that ain't nothing. $20, $19.99 a day. I thought that was a lot of money.
Shoot. I mean, I'm trying to think how much the drink package is. I think drink package is what, 400?
I think it was like 550 on this boat.
Yeah, now that's a lot.
Because I got the drink package because.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, but you got to get it with the person that you're sharing a room with. So
you got to get the same package so they just don't pass you the drink.
Yeah. I would almost rather give them the money to go get the drink than to get the drink package. And I would rather I'm not gonna give them the $550, but I would rather give them $250, or have them pay for my, well, whatever, but I get it, but
I mean,
$20 a day to have access to be able to work is that bad?
See, that was the hard part, because I thought I was going to be able to work, but like my certifications on Google needed YouTube, and they had it firewalled off. So you couldn't even do that. And so I end up re-engineering my port at home to be on port 80, so I could get my VPN to back here and then use it, but it was slow at that point. As soon as I connected the VPN, it was like, I think they didn't keep the constant communication up. So that's what was killing me. So I was like, dang, I can't. So I didn't get a chance to do that, but a nigga slept. I slept, I read, and I was like, okay. I enjoyed myself. I had never got that much rest in my adult life, dog. I slept 9.5 hours one day, and I was like, dog, I don't know. Yeah. But you be in that dark room and you moving, so it's like, hey, I'm out. But so it was
it's an early person though. Like I automatically wake up around 5 or 6. And like, but but I'm saying sometimes you do like the nightclub today. I don't know how Norwegian set up, but at least with Carnival,
man, whack. So like it was so whack. That was the part that I was like, man, how on Carnival they got like MCs and stuff they got MCs, and like you got to have a certain je ne sais quoi. To like as a DJ, how to get the party started. When you see people out there, okay, well then let's do this Cuban shuffle. All right, so you got them step dance a little bit. Then let's get them something that everybody move to, right? But again, that this trip I have not seen. It was so many old people. When I say old people, I ain't trying. I'm going into I'm in year 50, so I ain't trying to squash nobody for being old.
No, but it's just the vibes.
But when you act old,
it's different types of vibes for like we are a unique, and this is one of the topics that old traits with new ways of doing them. It's just like bro, like we came at the right time. And I say that as in we can see what was successful and what worked for the people before us. And we still can kind of understand but we understand what works for this generation now. So it's like we can see that, okay, well, the hard work part of it, because I feel like sometimes like YNs or just in general don't understand that, like, how to get the bag, but it's like, I want the bag sometimes. What I'm saying? It's like, no, I want all of my bag. Like I want everything. Like I want, like if I can make 500,000, if I can make 2 million, I don't want just like my mentor, black mentor, and I was talking to him. He's like, he called them the get by crew. Yeah. And it's like, as in they know what to do. They're gonna. It's like the movie Office Space. It's like you do just enough to not get fired.
Yeah.
But you don't do more than enough to get more out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I understand, but I have to maximize my potential, especially now, because understanding that is going to get me the bigger bag that I want versus just being able, like, I can't survive off of just getting by anymore. And I haven't been able to for years, and I feel like sometimes people do that even of our generation. Like, they're like, well, I mean, I remember it was a conversation about Rikey's Bakery and shit. And I'm like, Rikey's Bakery closing. I'm like, nigga, like, that was your 20, 30-year plan? It was like, yeah, we would like for them to still be open. I mean, it was kind of fucked up how they closed and shit like that. But
Cole's Bakery, yeah.
But they didn't see the writing on the wall. They didn't see that it was purchased by multiple people. Multiple entities at this time. Like, you can, like, but when you close your eyes to things that are. It's like being in a bad relationship, and you just like, oh, let's go get better. It's like, man, like so most likely it's not going to get better. Like if it's bad, then it's bad, and you need to figure out how to either make it better or get the fuck out of that situation.
So Sean,
why the fuck would you be doing this shit with Puffy? You be like, oh well, shit, I'm gonna let him play with my ass. But yes, this is gonna be an amazing album that's gonna come out from Puff. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, yo, like
I'm gonna have to listen to that Love album again. But you said two things that I kind of got acronyms for. Man, minimum ass nigga, right? So I tell my son, I was like, damn, man, minimum ass nigga. Like, do more than what's necessary, right? Like do more than the minimum, but like that's what they do. And then the other one is the ostrich, right? And like I told him, I said, you can put like I told my daughter, bills, you can go ahead and put your head in the sand like an ostrich, but your ass is up. And a tiger, the tiger gonna eat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you got your head in the ground, don't mean that your ass can't get ate.
That's funny.
So ostrich and man. Don't be no ostrich, and don't be no ostrich, and don't be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's them for both my kids. Because I was like, how do you just put your head under the ground and not want to see you getting like?
Yeah, no, but the thing is, like, sometimes people try to. I hate that whole term. I mean, it's been so beaten in the ground, but the whole idea of was it the definition of insanity, doing things the same way but expecting it to be different. Like I feel like that's one of the most overused terms in history that I've ever heard come from people.
Really?
But at the same time, it makes sense. You know, so you can't keep doing the same things and just expecting a different result. Yeah. That's just so crazy to me. Like no, like I'm like, well, I'm always pivoting. I'm always changing, evolving, and trying to, you know, it's understanding that, okay, how do I make myself better? But not even just career, but just in general. Like what am I doing wrong? Self-evaluating. You brought this up earlier. Like understanding, like I'm looking at what I'm doing. I'm looking at my past 3 6 months to a year. I'm looking at my next 3 6 months to a year, 3 6 months to a year. And like, okay, well, I did this pretty good. I need to work on this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, what's the schedule for me to be able to do that moving forward and go from there?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the planning. But I think what you said about us being in between generations, right? We were in between like the maker generation where they made everything. They made cars better. They made transistors better. They made TVs better. Like those people made things better, right? Mm-hmm. Then we got us who were able to use those things to kind of leverage those things to be where now companies don't keep us for long because there's no loyalty between the company and the maker, right? But then the next generation is hey, I want it to be easy. Microwave. And I think success from those hardworking people before us that was like, oh, we got transistors, we can make this, we can make radios, we can make it smaller, we can do it smaller and smaller and smaller. And these people that think, hey, it's easy to get a social media following. It's easy to get money on Facebook. It's easy to do this. Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's not easy. It can, people that do creative and dope stuff make it look easy, but it's a lot of hard work. Sean, how long you been doing your podcast? Woo!
When I first started, it was 2014.
Same thing with me. Yeah, 2014.
I did 10 episodes, and I didn't like the way that the platforms were set up and all of the headache that it was going through. So then turned back around, and it took me damn near 10 years to get back into doing it comfortably. And you know what? Like 2020, I think we started 2023 when we this time. You know, and then now we're almost into 2025, or we're in the
26.
No, 2024 is when it started. Now we're in 2026, but I think it was like December or November of 2024.
Now, people think that is easy, but when you do everything it takes, like writing the show notes, putting them on the different platforms, and doing all that's work. And like and then like I can't say that you made it yet because I don't see $1 million deal yet.
No, it takes time to grow in general. Like it's things that you could see as I see as the minimum, but people aren't like, say for instance, we do it on this platform. We want to make sure that it's getting out to like everyone has access to it. Now it's like getting the followers, it's like it's never easy. It's the easiest part, and this goes along with DJing too. The easiest part is playing the music. The difficult part is carrying around this equipment, setting it up, making sure your equipment function correctly. But it's the same thing with the podcast. Like, making sure that it's correct lighting, make sure you're recording correctly, make sure that we have this together, make sure we're coordinating schedules. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at how the podcast started, you know what I'm saying? Like more recently, like look where it's at now. Like I started, and don't get me wrong, I mean Ed and Keisha are cool. But like we're not recording. I started with 2 different individuals. Now I'm doing it with Sydney, who's an openly gay person. I'm doing it with you, who's my cousin, and I do it sporadically with Toya. You know what I'm saying? Who's a great person as well too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like looking at where it started and looking at where it's at right now is 2 totally different things, and we're still trying to push. You know what I'm saying, to get people to pay attention or to or have good topics and stuff, because we can. Ironically, I love the conversations that we have because I don't. Like we have all these set of topics, but when we start talking, it just flows. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think everybody has that type of chemistry to be able to just have a great conversation with somebody of a like-minded individual, or even if, we've taken different lifestyle paths, but yet when we come together, the conversation is easy and fluid
and respectful. And then to say all that, mm-hmm. But to the person that just sees it and click it, they think, oh, he got a podcast. That's easy. I can do a podcast, right? The work is getting the followers, getting the views, getting the interactions, and all that. Like that's a lot of work. And like if I am in awe of people that can do it and get people to click and say yeah. So
engagement is huge. I mean, I try to figure out all different kinds of ways of engaging people and to still see like, oh, well, you only had 10 downloads or 15 downloads or 30. I'm like, oh, thank God, at least 10 to 15. But I would love to have 100 or I would love to have 1,000 or whatever. Like, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, create the content. Now, how do you market the content? Like, how do you get people engaged? Like, engagement is it's a whole nother level, and then of course people say, well, hey, you could pay me to get your engagement up and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, is it really worth it to pay you versus like the engagement? Like, I don't know. It's just understanding, like, it's not easy, for lack of better words. It's not easy to get people. Like, I can tell you, I got 3,000, 3,500, people that follow me on Facebook, but hell, probably 5 or 10 of them are listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that that's against it, but I'm just saying like, well, I'm thinking like, well, how do I get a quarter of them to be engaged on it? So like, I'm saying that part of it, just the thought process of trying to figure out the engagement is difficult. Yeah, anybody can set up a mic and start talking, but it's the same thing that happened with DJing. Like, I've seen people come and go as far as like, oh, well, shoot, I can make me some easy money, start DJing. It's like, yeah, go ahead. I mean, but just understand, you got to carry all that equipment. You got to do all of these things or whatever. And
see, you didn't even talk about the business part of it. And that's the hard part. The getting the people, the contracts, pulling the money from the contract, having the deposits, and like all this other stuff that
people not trying to pay you.
Yes, people in business. They never tell you the sexy part.
Like, no, here's a contract. Here, like, understand. Like, you brought up a great point. The business side of it, understanding. Like, well, this what makes sense for me. Like, I tell people all the time. Like, even when I do contracts, as an example, I'm like, well, I want my deposit as soon as we make a decision. Yep. Like as soon as you say, hey, we want you in there, boom. I mean, I had one contract, which is crazy, or it wasn't even a contract. I had this guy, or he ended up getting married. But dad reached out to me. He was like, yeah, can you DJ the wedding? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, I'll send over the contract. As soon as you reply back to it, just send it whatever method. He never replied to the contract.
And then he called you the day of, right? And
yeah. Then I was like, all right, bro, like I'm in Chicago. I can't physically get, it was in Detroit. I was like, I can't physically get myself there in time to be able to set up for your wedding. Yeah. I was like, it's just the nature. But like, if you commit to something, I commit to you, you commit to me, but I'm not going to commit that time. And you're kind of, I want to say you're on the fence, but until you show me the cash or the pay out, then I can't commit to that opportunity. And mind you, I had DJed that night before, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, I DJed that night before in Chicago. So it was kind of like, you know, I would have just went to Detroit the next morning and been set up I wasn't even thinking about like that was.
Yeah, you was in a totally different mode. But before we get out of here, though, Sean, I just got to ask you: are those the Bo Jacksons?
Yes, sir. No. Look, listen, this is a part of my Joe Meyer collection.
Those boys was it, yeah.
Look, Joe Joe was the white boy that had every bit of heat that I wanted. And Joe had every shoe at that point in time. And this is one of them. Joe had these. Joe had 2 pairs of Agassiz that I have those as well too. There's only one pair of shoes that I wasn't able to get that Joe Meyer had. And mind you, I couldn't afford these back in the day. It was the low top Huaraches, the purple and black ones. I still want that
with the purple sock.
Yep. I still no, take that back. It's 2 pair. It was that one, and it was the Air Max 180 low too. It was like a pink and like a I think
that fuchsia, that high pink, right?
Yeah.
I remember
them 2 pairs of shoes that I like. Whenever they retro, I always wait to get them for some reason. I never end up getting them, but like I call it the Joe Meyer collection. I've always wanted the Bo Jacksons. So yeah, that's literally one of my favorite shoes ever that I couldn't get back then. Back then, this was what? Was this 8th grade or 7th grade? Might have been. It was one of them 2 years.
8th grade. It was 8th grade, but okay. All right. Well, Sean, thank you for putting me on the platform. Look forward to this. And next week, I'll be in Istanbul. We're going to try to do it in Istanbul.
Let's do it. We figure out the time and the place.
Yeah. I have a whole nother story for y'all because I ain't never been on the other side of the pond. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna be all up in your ass and checking you out, nigga. Get all that shit clear.
It's gonna be an experience.
Cool. Thank you all for listening. It's your boy DJ Reality, your boy Brian Clancy from Nothing New Under the Sun. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a message if there's any topics that you want us to cover. We're always in for it. So talk to you all soon. Peace.